Well, hello, my beautiful Jimmies. How are you, my gorgeous ones? So, we've got soulmates this month. We have abundance this month. We have more money. We have more resources coming to you. But y'all are funny because I can feel that y'all are like, nothing's coming, nothing's happening. What's going on? Like, it's amazing what your mind can do to you. It's amazing. So, welcome, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot, astrology, mediumship, healing touch, all kinds of stuff to help you on your path. So my gorgeous ones, before I begin, I wanted to talk about extending that sale that I have, the 30-minute for $60 tarot readings. That's a service I don't offer. I brought that back in October. I had such a good response. I thought I'd bring it back for my social media again, especially my YouTubers. So I'm going to extend that till Friday or Saturday. I've said Friday because I'm trying to get all the videos out by Friday, but I wanted everybody to have a chance to see me. For those of you that have never seen me, this may be the time that you want to see me. For those of you that see me and want to use this, use this. And I did have some questions, some emails asking if you could buy two, or if you could double up and see me for an hour, or buy one and save it for later. You're welcome to do that. That's fine with me. So let's get started. We have Gemini, my Jimmies. So I want to talk about this first before I even talk about the highlights. What is going on with you guys? You guys are the master communicators, right? And so you have to remember that because you're the master communicators, because you can communicate, you have to remember communicating to yourself. You have to remember that's part of communication. And because what I'm hearing is a lot of chatter, a lot of negative talk, a lot of obsessive talk, a lot of like, I don't know, just this round talk that you're having with yourself. You're not saying anything to anybody, but you're having it with yourself, and that's bringing your vibration to like attracts like, and then you're not receiving the bounty, the abundance, the relationships, the people, the situations. You're way, I hate to say lower, you're in that lower evolved or lesser evolved, what I call lesser evolved vibration, when you should be in that higher vibration, but you don't realize it because of all the chatter that's going on in your head. And you don't understand. I don't think you're aware of the self-talk that you're having, because I've seen it, I've heard it, I've been in there. Okay. So I want you guys to really remember that thoughts become things, especially for you Gemmies. Thoughts become things, and you're in your head a lot. I know Aquarius is in their head too, but you're very powerful with your mind. Your mind is very powerful. And that's why you understand when people say things or do things, you would rather like not look at it, because you understand that the vibration will match. You may not be able to consciously voice this, but you have this understanding of not saying certain things, maybe walking away from certain things, because you have this innate knowing that you're not going to attract that, and you're not going to feed it energy, right? People don't understand that, but you do. And you may not be able to voice that consciously or know that consciously, but subconsciously you know. So I want you guys to be training your brain. Focus on what you want. Talk to yourself about how good you are, how much you love yourself, I want that kind of talk going on in your head, not this, I didn't get it and things are happening and just those little things that you're doing. So just be aware of that, my Jimmies, because you're powerful. You're very powerful. And the reason I'm getting this is because you have such a great month coming in, but I'm feeling you guys not thinking that you're having a great time. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, oh, nothing's happening. Oh, it's such a struggle. Oh, I wish I was someplace else. Oh, like I'm hearing all of that, and I have been for a week because I've been in your energy for a week. I'm hearing that, and you don't understand where you're at, I don't think. I don't think you realize where you're about to go, okay? We're talking fame. We're talking money. We're talking soulmates. We're talking, like, resources. We're talking abundance. but you can't get there if you have that self-talk going on of I'm not worthy, it hasn't come yet, I don't know what to do, da 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 da. Like, right? Okay. So we're gonna stop that, right, Jimmy? Because I love you and I want you to get this stuff. Because you're right on the brink. Gosh, you're right on the brink. Okay, so the highlights for April. Let's get into that. We have Mercury Mercury in retro now. We have Saturn and Pluto going retro, and they'll be both going retro to September, retrograde. Then Mercury goes direct. Venus, the planet of beauty, love, resources, money, all of that is going into your sign. Let me tell you, when Venus hits your sign, Jimmy, you're already a beautiful soul. You already have a lot of light around you. But when Venus enters your sign, woo, you cannot go wrong. Those beautiful smiles, those beautiful eyes, that lightness that everybody wants to be around. That's what happens when Venus enters your sign. It's going to enter your sign. So we have this new moon in Aries coming up. We have a powerful, powerful full moon in Scorpio. So, Jimmys, where is this happening for you and how will it affect you? So, this Mercury retrograde is in your 12th house, sorry. So, if you look, here's you. Sorry, I'm using the double thing. This is you. And so, Mercury is here. Sorry, it's going to be in your 11th house. Sorry, I wrote that wrong. So it's going to be in your 11th house, right? So it is in your 11th house, right? So we could be talking about people coming back to help you. People, because this is social networking. This is the house of gains. This is social networking. This is gaining something. So with Mercury going in there, you could have past people come to your house. Come to your house. You could have past people come and try to help you. You could have past friends come in and try to rekindle friendships. Even ex-lovers, if you're friends with them, they could be trying to rekindle. So, friends could return. You could also, I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes. You could also have soulmates return who you haven't met yet. Okay. So if that makes any sense, you could have soulmates return who you haven't met yet. Okay. And you'll know this because when you meet them, you've had this before, Jimmy, where you meet them and then you kind of feel like you've known them all your life. That's the kind of people that are going to be kind of coming back or coming into your life. All right. So we're now on the 4th. So on the 11th, so this is the 4th. So today, this is what I was talking about when I did the blog about Mercury and Mars squaring. So you got to be really careful with your words today. You got to be really careful with your ideas and forcing them on people. That's kind of Mars doing its thing. So let me go to the 11th so you guys can see this better. So on the 11th, you have the sun, and then you have Pluto. Okay. You have the sun and you have the Pluto, sorry. You have sun. See, I'm having trouble with Mercury retrograde as well because of my Jimmy side. So you have the sun and Pluto, and they're squaring. So, and this is happening again in your house, in your 11th house, which is the house of gains, the house of network, the house of social groups, and it supports the 10th house, which is your purpose, your career, right? So networking, you may be meeting people, you're going to gain something from this, right? But because the sun is squaring Pluto, you could have transformation with friends, co-workers, or any of your groups that you belong to. This could be about you two coming together and understanding, like moving to the next level, or maybe understanding a different way with your coworkers or with your social networking. You got to be really careful on this day too, because you could have your buttons pushed on this day, like because the sun is trying to bring light to your social groups. to the people that are around you, to the people that are helping you, to the people that you're networking with. You know, there could be some sort of transformation going on because of Pluto. Like, all right, I don't think I need this person in my life anymore. I don't think I'm going to let this coworker do this anymore. Or like there could be something going on with that on the 11th. Now, on the 14th, why I am really having trouble speaking. Sorry. On the 14th, we have Jupiter sextiling Pluto. It's been sextiling Pluto. But on the 15th, when Mercury goes direct, this is going to activate that house. This is going to activate that Jupiter and Pluto. And so this is going on in your 8th house and 6th house, right? One, two, three. So if we look, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. And 8, so this right here, this 6th house. So the 6th house is about your everyday life, your routine, your health, your well-being, what you're balancing in. Are you giving too much? Are you not giving enough? Are you giving too much and then getting all mad because everybody takes from you? Like, you're trying to grow in this house. This is that Scorpio making you really go deep and really search and really understand from your heart. What am I willing to put up with? What am I not willing to put up with? And Jupiter wants to bless you. It wants to expand this house. It wants to make you be able to, in your career, because a lot of you have this career going on. In your career, it's trying to expand you, but you need to take claim and you need to like put in the work of, this is what I'm going to do in the morning, then the afternoon, then I see clients, and then blah, blah, blah. Like, you're trying to like incorporate that into your everyday life, and Jupiter's going to bless you with that, but you have to work at it, right? And it has to come from your heart because Scorpio wants you to go deep. So this 8th house is other people's money. This is your clients' money. This is your contracts. This is like even inheritances, even grants, even loans, even like any of that you need to like, well, we won't say need, that you want to put into your career if you have career in your everyday life, right? So with this sextile, you could get an opportunity to expand your business. If you work from home, you could get an opportunity to expand your lifestyle if that's where you've been focused at, because of Jupiter and Pluto sextiling. So there could be an opportunity. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It means there's an opportunity, but are you going to take it? Is it going to come from your heart? Are you going to do that? So that's going to happen. It's been going on, but there's going to be an emphasis on it. Like on the 15th is when Mercury goes direct. And so that's when this is really heightened and activated, and so I can see where you'll get more opportunity on like the 15th, 16th, 17th. Okay, so you could have some sort of breakthrough where you've been working, you've been trying to deal with your home life and your business, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have this breakthrough where you're like, oh, this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm getting better at it, and da-da-da-da. Like, or, oh my goodness, I got the grant, or I got the loan, and now I can do this, and now I can do that, right? So all that's going to be happening. That could be happening like 14th, 15th, 16th, right? So on the 17th, Aries, we have that new moon in Aries. So Aries, again, is your 11th house. The 11th house is your gains. So it is your social networking. It does have to do with your groups. It does have to do with that. But a lot of you, that's your business. A lot of you are bloggers, are vloggers, are in the entertainment business. Like, a lot of you write. A lot of you do art. A lot of you do media. A lot of you do that. So if you're doing that, this house of gains, you're going to gain something in that house. So this new moon in Aries is that energy that wants to move. It wants to start things. It has the spark, right? And so it's activated this month for you. It's been activated, but it's really activated this month for you. And so you could have in this new moon, when you're doing your ritual, your steps to take, I want you to be thinking about where you want to go. What is it that you're wanting? Bring that into you. Call that into you, right? And so on that day also, you have the sun and the moon that's going to conjunct Uranus, okay? So the sun and the moon is going to conjunct Uranus. And Uranus is that shock and awe. Uranus likes shock and awe. What Uranus likes to do is shock and awe and shake things up to liberate you. That's what it wants to do. It wants to liberate you. So it's like the tower, but what happens is that it will make you, it's like it sets you free. It makes it better. It just it wants to expand it too, right? So it makes what you're trying to do better. With the sun and the new moon, new beginnings, right? And the sun, which wants to put light on there. Something is going to go on in this house of gains for you guys. Something really big for some of you is going to go on in this house. So you could have completions. You could have like really big changes coming up. You could find yourself all of a sudden in front of like lots of people, or maybe your group changes and it gets even bigger, right? So that's going to be going on. You could have money for your companies coming in, the resources coming in. Mars, Saturn, and Pluto. Remember, Mars, Saturn, and Pluto are in your 8th house, and they're activated for other people's money. So whatever this is that has to do with more abundance, more resources, more money coming in, more clients coming in, more contracts coming in, like more for you guys coming in. And with these houses being activated for you, I can see that happening this month. So on this day also, Saturn goes retro till September 6th. And Chiron enters Aries, okay? So Chiron is going to enter this house of gains. Enter this house of gains, and it's going to be here for 7.5 years. So what's been going on in your 10th house, if you guys have been really working on this, really working on your career, really put in the effort, really trying to figure it out, really writing down the stuff that you're wanting, like actually doing it, like writing up the contracts, doing the steps that you're trying to do with whatever business you're trying to have or whatever your life purpose is. If you have been doing that, because Chiron has helped you understand your 10th house, and if you're letting go, because it's on the 29th degree, it's going to move into Aries, and I'm telling you, it's going to explode this house. It's going to explode this house, and it's going to explode this house, right? So your lives are changing, some of you. Your lives are really changing. Like your everyday, day-to-day life is going to be changing. So congratulations. So on the 18th, this is when also it's going to happen. Uranus is and the Sun are going to be exact. So I can see like the 16, 17, 18, where like something big can happen to change your gains, to change your resources, to change your money, to change, that. So also on the 17th, let me say that, because you have this other people's money, this is a good time for those of you to understand your worth. This is a good time with this house being activated to sort of expand your business. Maybe ask for more if you're in the entertainment or the media. Maybe ask for more in a contract. Maybe if you're a life coach, ask for more from your clients, or maybe raise your prices. Like that would be a good time to do that while this is going on. So on the 22nd, we have Saturn conjunct Pluto again. So this is what I'm talking about. This 8th house. You got money coming in. You got money coming in somehow. Either it's a loan, it's a grant, it's an inheritance, or it's this money that's being owed to you. Okay? So if your chart looks like this, where your house is the 8th house in Capricorn, you've got, I see money and resources and abundance coming in for you guys. So congratulations. Now Pluto goes retro here on the 22nd, but it stays there till September 22nd. So this whole time, if you've been working on things, if you've been really working on your life purpose and your business and how you're doing your everyday life and what's really going on and how you really want to change this or didn't want to change this, then this is going to expand for you. This is going to bring you resources. So, and Pluto's going to stay there for, till September, and so is Saturn. Saturn's staying there till September as well. So you're going to be continuing, because Mars is giving you the energy to do that. Mars is giving you the energy to work in, gathering other people's money, looking for more resources, right? And so I can see that sort of becomes prominent. So, on the 24th, Venus enters Gemini. So on the 24th, Venus enters Gemini. I told you guys about that. When Venus enters Gemini, you can go out in the messiest hair, the sweatpants, looking all like not even anything you're thinking, and you look beautiful. You can't go wrong. People are extremely attracted to you. They're extremely attracted to your light. So you're going to be looking beautiful. That means the way that you're communicating, the way that people see you, even if you're in the media, or if you're in the entertainment business, you can't go wrong. Like, you're going to be looking really beautiful to everyone. Okay, so this is the time for you to treat yourself to some pleasurable things, and you could have someone come in at this time. You could have a life partner, you could have a new lover, you could have a new friend, you could have a new acquaintance, you could have a new business partner, you could have somebody coming in at this time, because Venus is entering your first house. So Venus, the planet of love, beauty, pleasure, money. You could have money coming in, but I'm already seeing that in your 8th house, but you could actually have money coming in from your first house too. Okay? So, remember, Venus brings you joy and pleasure, money, abundance, and love. So with it being in this house, it's going to be here for 3 weeks. So you got 3 weeks to be able to attract that. This is what I'm saying. Like, you've got so much going for you this month, but I'm hearing you way over here saying, I haven't gotten anything. It's not going well. It's kind of going well, but it really isn't, blah, 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 blah. And all this negative talk that you're doing. It's got to stop. Got to stop if you want to attract what you're supposed to be attracting. Okay, so on the 26th, Mars conjuncts Pluto again. So this can be a very good day to like get things done. Again, this is this 8th house activated, so I can see where you guys or some of you are working in gathering more resources, getting more things, like really organizing your businesses to expand. Okay, so just be careful on that day, because you can, with Mars conjunct Pluto, there's transformation going on. And so your energy can be intense at this time because you're such a good communicator. You could just like be too forward and too much. So you got to like back it off a little bit. If you're in like the media or you're writing or any of that, like just stay focused, stay organized. It's going to kind of feel like this day to day, right? Where you're just like, blah, 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 and people can push your buttons, right? Or you just get really, really intense. Okay, so on the 29th, this is a beautiful time for you. You have the Sun trining Saturn. So you have the Sun here, and it's going to trine Saturn. And so you guys know what trines mean to me. That's opportunity, 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 right? So you have the Sun trining Saturn, you have the full moon in Scorpio, sextiling Saturn. So there's double opportunity there, right? So you have the Sun and the full moon. So again, there's a double opportunity with Saturn, which means if you've been working in this house, in this 8th house, you have some things coming to you. You have Jupiter conjunct the full moon in Scorpio. So Jupiter and the full moon are going to be right here in this everyday health, well-being. You're going to be feeling better. You're going to be looking better. You're going to be having more resources. Like, this is a really good month for you. I know it feels bad right now because of Mercury retrograde, and you're really being affected by that. And you're kind of trying to overcome all of the lethargy, right? Or being lethargic. So we also have Neptune trining the full moon in Scorpio. So you have the Sun trine, you have Neptune trine, you have Scorpio sextiling, and you have the full moon and Jupiter conjunct. Okay. Now, Neptune trining the full moon in Scorpio. If you have been working, this is what I see for some of you. If you've been working and trying to figure out, how am I going to do this every day? Because I can feel it getting bigger. How am I going to do my business and keep my family? How am I going to do my business, keep my personal life? How am I going to do my social media or my, if I'm in front of the camera, like if I go on film shoots, or like if you're an actor or an actor, yeah, I guess they call them actors now, both genders. So if you've been working on that, you've been working on taking care of yourself, you've been working on your health, you've been working on how you're going to keep everything sort of organized, sort of, not really, but sort of organized in your life. Like I'm going to do this in the morning, and I do this, and then I do this. Like I go work out, and I meditate, and I, or I do shoots, and, whatever it is that you've been working on in this house. When Neptune trines some of you, if your path, if your life purpose is to be famous, if it's to be the leader in fashion or the beauty industry or media or any of that, Neptune, when it trines, you could get opportunity here. You could get opportunity to go to the next level, because that's what Neptune wants to do. Neptune wants to meld the generational thing. Neptune is the Neptune rules illusion, right, and delusion. So Neptune rules beauty, and but not just the normal beauty, like not natural beauty, but like makeup and nails, and like nail polish, and cameras, and fashion, and editing tools, and glamorous things. Like that's what Neptune rules. So if that part of your life purpose, your career is been in that, you could have an opportunity to go to the next level. Okay, even be famous. Like some of you can do it. I'm not saying everybody's going to do it. I'm saying there's opportunity in it. It's going to come your way, but where are you? Are you going to be over here saying what hasn't happened, why it didn't happen? I'm worried about this guy or this girl that won't pay attention to me, and I've just given so much love, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, if that's what you're worried about, when you could be over here doing your purpose and really like investing in that, that's, I mean, you got to like look at that. Okay. So, on the 30th, again, we have Neptune sextile on the sun. So we have that couple of days where it's going to do that. So this Neptiling, I mean, I'm telling you, I have a hard time with Mercury retrograde. This Neptune sextiling the sun, there comes another opportunity where you shine. Where, remember, Neptune wants to make you famous. Neptune wants to make you beautiful. Neptune wants everybody to be seeing you right. And then you have Venus in your sign. Like, you're going to be looking good this month, okay? You're going to be looking good. You're going to be getting things. People are going to be attracted to you. Money's going to be attracted to you. Family's going to be attracted to you. Friends are going to be attracted to you. Like, you got to raise that vibration, guys. You really have to. So, good luck, my Gemmies. So, what I've done is, excuse me, what I've done is a new spread. So, hold on. For some reason, I'm not getting it. Okay. So, what I've done is a new spread. I'll make it big for you guys. And this one right here, this is your present position in April. This right here is your challenge and Spirit's advice. This right here is your fated stuff, okay? This is the stuff that's going to come in no matter what. And then this right here is where you're going to. This is the conclusion. This is the outcome. So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, what is going on? Like, you have this beautiful, beautiful month coming, but you're like over here doing something else, right? All right, so we have the Three of Swords here in your first position. This is your present position. So some of you are dealing with a breakup, a separation of some sort. Maybe you're moving jobs. That could be a separation from something that you love. Maybe you're having to travel and you're going away from your loved ones because of work or because of your businesses, or because maybe I can see some of you like going to a retreat or something. Or this also means that you're having trouble separating from the things that you need to let go of. But whatever this is, you're dealing with that. You're doing that now. This also could mean a breakup in the love area. So in your romantic area, you could have a breakup going on, or it just went on because this is April already. So this is your present position. Now, their advice and your challenge. Your challenge is this Death card. I'll tell you why it's a challenge, Jim, because as much as you're an adaptable sign, a mutable sign, you really feel in your body, in your physicalness, when things shift so hard. Like when there's a transformation, if it's good transformation, or like a good transformation would be like if you won $1 million, right? Like that's a good transformation and you would do it, but it still affects your body. Like you can really feel it physically, right? Sorry about that. Sorry, I'll try to move that better. So you can really feel it physically. So that's a challenge to you guys. The challenge is in my mind, I can transform and I can move and I can adapt and I can do that, but my body suffers with it. And so what I'm getting here that Spirit's trying to say is that you need to remember to relax and trust in yourself and trust in the process and trust in the universe and trust, but most of all, trust you. Trust you that you've gotten this far and that you're going to get further. Trust you with the transformation. If there's somebody that you have to let go of, if there's somewhere you have to go, if there's some situation you have to let go of, like with this Three of Swords, just trust that it's getting you to the place that you're wanting to be, right? Sometimes we have to let go, but you're powerful. So if you don't let go, that's why you're feeling it physically. You're feeling it physically because you're not letting go. Like as much as you want to move to the new space, I'll use the $1 million again. As much as you want $1 million, if it came in, it would change your life. And so physically you would be resisting, right? And so what you need to remember is just to relax and trust the process and trust that you're going to get to the next space and trust that it's going to be okay. And just relax, like let the energy flow. Let that money come in. Let the abundance come in. Let those people come in. Let the situations come in. Let the relationships come in. Let the expansion of your business come in. Just that's your challenge, is to just go with the flow. Now, on the outside, everybody sees you as going with the flow, but I'm talking about that deep inner stuff, transformation, that 8th house transformation, that 6th house transformation, that 3rd house or 11th house transformation. Like you're moving to a different space because you said you wanted this. Now just allow it. You got to allow it, okay? Because you do have stuff coming in. All right, so this is your faded stuff. So your faded stuff is the Hermit. This is what's going to be going on in this next month. This is what's going to happen, whether it's on your path to become. So you're going to be very clear. This is what the Hermit's about, being very clear and having epiphanies and understanding. So what's going on in this month for you is understanding. It's clarity. It's the things that you hadn't been able to accomplish or see. They're going to get clear. And this is in your love relationships. This is in, because some of you have been trying so hard to get these certain things and they haven't come through, but they're kind of coming through and you can kind of see the way to it. And I see where you get clarity this month. I see where it comes about. I see transformation. I see things coming in. But I see you guys dealing with this other stuff instead of focusing on this stuff, right? Focusing on this stuff, you're getting this. Because where I see you going is the outcome. That's the 9 of Swords. I mean, I'm sorry about that. So that's the 9 of Swords. That's all about being in your head. That's all about transformation happening, abundance trying to come in, situations, relationships trying to come in, and you get too much in your head and get overwhelmed. This is why you've been practicing in that 6th house. This is why you've been trying to, or Spirit's been trying to help you, or the universe has been trying to help you to say, look, when your business grows or you make it big or you get a bigger part or you get a bigger contract, you got to be able to handle your business. You got to be able to not just delve yourself completely into work and forget about yourself. You have to love yourself as well. So to do that, to go where you're wanting to go, you're needing practice. You're needing to be able to practice. I love myself and I'm giving to the world. I'm giving to myself and I'm giving to the world. It's in balance. That's where you're trying to get to, because you don't want to do it the way that you did it before, where you were giving it all to the relationship or all to the company or all to your friends and you weren't getting anything. You're trying to do it differently. So remember, when you get here, don't get overwhelmed. Remember, when you get here, don't get overwhelmed. Do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay? And let go of what no longer serves you. Let it go. Don't be stubborn. Let it go, because that's what's holding you back. Not letting go is what's holding you back. All right, my gorgeous ones. I love you, love you, love you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, I'll have the description down in the box below of my website, so you guys can go order if you'd like to do the 30-minute tarot readings for $60. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.